Greetings, troopers. This is me, Commander Pax. As you can see, I am doing something a little different. I'm not wearing a helmet. That's because this is a special video. It's a themed video. As for what the theme is, well, I'm glad you asked, for it is Metal Gear. Now, when I say Metal Gear, I don't mean Metal Gear Solid. Those will come later down the line if I can ever get my hands on a FAMAS or an M4 or Mark 23 SOCOM or a PSG-1, a minigun, maybe not that last one, or Metal Gear. You know, that'd be pretty fucking cool. Anyways, this is the MAC-10, 11, 22. Really, it can be whatever you want it to be. Probably not the MAC-22, but yeah, it is a MAC derivative. It's one of the three, at least. My guess is the MAC-11, considering how tiny this thing is. I'm pretty sure the MAC-9 or the MAC-11, the MAC-10 was larger. Anyways, this is made by Assault Eagle. It takes 6mm synthetic ammo, otherwise known as BBs, for airsoft. It can go full auto and it can go semi-auto. I'll fucking demonstrate that for you now. It's pretty sick. I like it. Here's the full auto. It's fun. I like this thing. It's a neat little toy. A problem already with this thing. It is it doesn't do well with gas. So in case you'll notice, unlike most airsoft things we've had on this channel, we've had AEGs with MAC blowback. By MAC blowback, I mean my Thompson with the ability to actually, you know, make it, well, you can fuck around with it to make the bolt look like it's going back and forth when it's really not. We've had CO2 powered pistols, or we've had CO2 powered rifles or pistols, as I said before. You know, my Commander's Pride, the USP, my personal favorite, by the way. We've had AEB, electric blowback, on the P30, which was, it's something. And we've had spring powered, which I need to make a video about that, actually. I have a sniper, I just need to fucking commit to making a video. But this is a first. This is gas blowback. As I'm sure you've already witnessed, it has its unique characteristics, so to speak. It could very much be a me problem, but this thing does not like to hold its gas very well. I also have a unique little, I need to secure that better, but I have a nice little tracer on here. I like it. I think it's neat. It has 3 modes, you know, mock fire, straight tracer, or a mix of both. Anyways, yeah. I'll take a slow-mo so you guys can see this bad boy in action. I kind of fired off everything I had with that last one, save for one single bullet. So I will give you guys the pleasure of seeing me fire that. You may have one bullet as a treat. There's also a spider on here, but I don't really fucking give a shit. Wipe that off. There we go. So, we're recording, right? Yeah, cool. All right. Oh, Valhalla. And there goes the suppressor, or not suppressor, there goes the tracer unit. I need to clean that off now. Fantastic. Anyways, this came with a suppressor. I just didn't put it on for this video because I didn't feel like it. In hindsight, probably not the smartest thing. I don't know. That might have something to do with the inability to actually have this thing cycle. Or it very well could have nothing to do with it at all. Time will never know. We shall not know the answer to that. Anyways, yes, so the MAC-10, or in this case the MAC-11, holds pop culture relevance in many TV shows, video games, movies. I struggle to think of some, but I can tell you at least 2 video games that it was featured in. The MAC-11 was featured in Metal Gear from 1987 for the MSX, and Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake, also on the MSX, except it was the MSX2. Don't ask me for details, I don't know them. The version in those games was the MAC-11, which was chambered in 380 compared to the MAC-10 being a 9mm. Some versions were made in 45. I don't assume those got very far. Anyways, the MAC-11 was the standard issue submachine gun for Foxhound, being it was quick, light, and compact. It was extremely compact, and it was what Solid Snake would use to, you know, take care of Outer Heaven and Zanzibar Land, as well as defeat Big Boss twice. You know, his Phantom, Venom Snake, and then the actual Big Boss himself in 1995 and 2005. No, 2005 with Shadow Moses. I'm not too liquid on the dates. Liquid Snake. I do know that the first 2 games took place in the 90s. Solid Snake ranging from being 19 to 25 to later being 30, and Metal Gear Solid 1. Time jumps. Age has not slowed him down one bit. Something like that. So, the airsoft rifle itself, the submachine gun. Well, as I said before, and as you saw, it has semi-auto and it has full auto functionality, if you can get it to work or keep it gassed up. My problem is that I probably just haven't put enough gas in it. Whoops. But those are not my gripes with it. My gripes, well, that is one of my gripes. Some issues so far. There's only one magazine I can find for this thing. Like, I have looked up Assault Eagle, MAC-10, MAC-11 magazines for it. I have not found a damn thing. I haven't found any on Evike, Airsoft, or I haven't found one on Evike, Amazon, again, Tokyo Marui. I haven't found anything. I can't even find an Assault Eagle, you know, webpage, which is kind of bogus if you ask me. Anyways, that aside, it's really nice. I enjoy using it. It's fun. Another gripe that I have is the actual stock itself. Now, it is... I'm going to move into the shade because holy smokes, it is hot out here. I feel like I'm going to burst into flames. Yeah, as I was saying, I haven't been able to find anything for it. I haven't been able to find, you know, like a little paracord grip for it. I have to make that. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But I have not been able to find any more magazines for this thing. Like, I have the one that it came with, and it is a pain in the ass to reload. Because as you load it, you have to, well, hang on, I'll elaborate. The BBs don't like to stack the way they should. They like to line up in rows for whatever godforsaken reason. Interesting. And yeah, they like to just stack straight up instead of going like zigzag, like double stack. I haven't really been able to find out why. It just is that way. Aside from that, it's all right. The stock, right? I was talking about the stock. The stock is, well, it's a wireframe stock. You know, it's exactly what you think it is. It's okay. I mean, I don't really know. You know, this isn't really something you're meant to aim down the sights with, unless you're fucking pulling it like an actual pistol, I guess. which is a way to do it. You know, I don't really see why you would though, because it's meant to be a spray and pray weapon. I don't just kidding. I don't do that. I kind of just loop my hand around the makeshift paracord wrap I have and kind of just spray and pray. I do keep the stock out. I'm not really a fan of this fucking swivel thing. I don't know what the deal is with that, but it's a thing. It's a feature. I'm pretty sure it's bronchited. Don't know for sure though. It's an entertaining little thing though. Weight-wise, it's actually it's very light. I can easily run around with it, is what I'm trying to say. It's very fun. It's fun to plink, you know? It's really all I can think about using it for, because A, one magazine, and B, can't hold gas for whatever reason. Probably, again, more than likely my fault. It's fun. It is really fun. I enjoy using it. Weight isn't very bad. The magazine holds about 40 rounds. Not that you'll be able to fucking use all of them in one go. If you are going to use it, I recommend using it on semi-auto only, which is weird for a submachine gun, but we also got the fucking, what is it, Tech 9. That's also a thing that exists. Let's see, what's the FPS on this thing? Is it on the box? I do have the box here just for my own knowledge about this thing. I cannot find anything regarding a FPS, which kind of sucks. Let's see, is it in the inside? No, it's not. Cool. Well, I'm going to take a wild shot in the dark and say that the FPS is about... numbers. What are numbers again? I'd say FPS is probably about 350 to 400. Simply because of how fast it fires. Like, I mean, you guys saw it was firing pretty fast when it did want to function. So, yeah, it's a thing. I enjoy using it. Made in Taiwan. I mean, really, there's not much I have to say about it. It's a fun thing. I really do enjoy firing it. I enjoy using it. I just can't use it in an actual game for a multitude of reasons. I wish I could. Trust me, I wish I could get footage of this thing, but I just... my hair is all sorts of whack. Or my wig, I should say. Anyways, I can't really... I can't. I'm sorry. Anyways, that aside, that concludes our review of this, at least. You know, the Return of Airsoft reviews. This video is more oriented towards actually reviewing the damn thing, compared to all my other ones where I kind of just talked about the history of actual firearms that the things are based off of, which is, you know, I enjoy doing that. I don't really know a whole lot about some things though. Well, bugs. Anyways, yeah, this is also kind of a departure from what I've been doing on the channel as well. You know, voiceovers and all that. I did open up a commission thing, by the way. So, you know, $10. I will voice stuff, PayPal or Venmo, preferably Venmo. But yeah, that's that. I also started working again on the face mask that I've been dealing with for the last, I don't know, 4 years? 4 years? Yeah, that sounds about right. I started that project in late 2020. And it's gotten to a point where I can finally start sanding it, put filler primer on there, and make a silicone mold. Or go ahead and make a resin cast. And yeah. So I've been doing that in the behind the scenes voiceovers or trying to get voiceover commissions. This video is kind of like a departure from the other videos I made regarding airsoft reviews. Like, I tried doing a cinematic intro for once, kind of making like a spoof of the Metal Gear 1 intro. I don't think I did bad. It was a first for me, which is, we'll see how you guys enjoy that. But yeah, I wanted to focus more on making an actual review rather than talking about the history of it. I did talk about some history regarding it, not a whole lot though. There isn't really much to say about the MAC-10. Like, there's a movie that John Wayne was in where he used it. So that was something, I guess. Aside from that, it was in video games like Call of Duty Cold War. I don't know much about any other games. I know it was in that. I know it was in Metal Gear. That's really all I can think about. So, with that all said and done, it's been a minute. I'm sorry about that. I initially planned to make this video a long time ago. When I first got the airsoft pistol, actually, unfortunately, I wasn't happy with any recording I took, so I kind of just said no and called it quits for the better part of this year. Until today, where I said, to hell with that. I have a thing I want to do and I'm going to do it. I wasn't even going to record this video either. It was going to be something completely different. Like, I was going to make like my own little fight scene. That went well. In other words, I didn't do it and instead decided to change my mind and make this MAC-10 review instead. So, yeah, that's all I've got to say about that. There's nothing more I have to add to this video, as much as I'd like to. Tell me you guys know the drill. Tell me how your day's been. Tell me all that neat stuff. Tell me if I have possibly made your day better, hopefully. Or if you just need to talk, I'm down. I might not say anything, but I will be able to acknowledge it. I don't do good over text. I do more physical stuff. Anyways, that's really all I have to say. This video has already gone on longer than it should have, mainly just with me rambling. I am Commander Pax, or, in this case, I am Solid Pax. And I will see you all on Battlefront. This is Commander Pax, signing off.